What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to Fresh Review. Now, you're new to the channel. What we do here, we review each and every match of WWE's premium live events. The latest PLE being Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia. There's 10 elements we look at. I will have those 10 elements listed in the comment section down below. Now, we're starting with the first match here, which was the OG Bloodline versus the New Bloodline. A Civil War. It's a tag team match, 3-on-3. And this Bloodline build has been building for years. It's one of the longest running storylines in WWE history. One of the best ones as well. And we're still in the middle of it. There's still so much more that can tell here. And what I loved about this build is not only did Jey Uso get the IC title, which is awesome for him. He had his moment. Solo and them ruined it. So they're bringing everybody back together. So that's how we're getting the Old Bloodline. But the Old Bloodline didn't forget what Roman did to him, right? Previously in some type of storylines they have it so it's bygones are bygones, all is forgiven. No, they still, Jay's working with Roman, but that's mainly because they screwed him over, right? The New Bloodline did. And he still knows Roman's a master manipulator and all types of stuff like that. So Jay and Jimmy worked together here, and they got the Bloodline to lose the tag team titles to the Motor City Machine Guns. So both teams lost their titles in here, which I think is awesome, especially if you're going a long feud like this. Neither of these people in this feud need to have the title, because not only is them losing the title adding heat and making this rivalry more intense, it's also putting the title on people that could probably compete and defend it on a more regular basis, because these teams will be clashing in the Survivor Series and perhaps even beyond that. But Solo took the Eufaula and claimed himself as the tribal chief. That's how Roman gets involved in this as well and stuff. So this match has the stakes of the tribal chief on the line here. So Tama Tonga and Jey Uso start off the match here. And Jey striked with a right hand and an enziguri in the corner. Now Jey tags in his Jimmy, and the twin brothers connect with some unique tag team offense here. So the Usos still haven't lost a step. Still one of the best tag teams out there. Of course, they still got that chemistry. It's unfortunate it wasn't on display at WrestleMania in their head-to-head match, but you definitely see that they definitely have that tag team chemistry still. Now Tama Tonga tags in Jacob Fatu, and Jimmy tags back in Jay. Jimmy and Jay knock Fatu down with some more fire offense, capped off with a Jay and Jimmy shimmy into a drop-down uppercut. This made Roman even laugh on the apron. Solo and the New Bloodline regroup at ringside, because plan A was not working. They had to come back with a plan B. Now, Roman here extends his hand for a tag, but Jay tags in Jimmy instead. And I love this, because this goes back to the Easter eggs of this match, where the New Bloodline enter all together, and the Old Bloodline used to enter together, but this time it was just Roman and Jimmy. And I love that, because when I saw Jay enter separate, I thought WWE just wanted to had Jay enter with his own theme because everybody loves it, everybody loves to do the yeet and all that. But no, it's intentional because he enters with his own theme and with different colors. So everybody in this match pretty much has black and red on, except for Jey Uso. That shows he still isn't committed to the Bloodline stuff yet. I bet you at SummerSlam he will have black and red on. He came out here with blue and pink attire, the one that he won the IC title with. So it shows that he still hasn't fully embraced the Old Bloodline stuff and all that. So I love that little Easter egg there. But he refuses to tag in Roman. Now Fatu delivers a running hip attack to Jimmy in the corner. Solo tags in. He does some headbutts. Jimmy tags Jay in. Jay does his tag team offense. So Roman still hasn't entered the match yet. He's the only one that hasn't. And Jay goes for a Samoan drop. But Tama Tonga escapes by raking the eyes. Tonga tags in Fatu, delivers a pop-up Samoan drop to Jay. Fatu tags in Tonga. They suplex Jay. Tonga leaps over the top rope. He lands a senton. Jay drops Tama Tonga with a clothesline. Now both are finally down. The hot tag is made to Roman and Solo. So Roman finally enters the match. Roman and Solo trade strikes in the center of the ring. Roman gains the advantage. He lands a series of clothesline. I love Roman's comeback offense. The crowd loves it too. You could tell. He's doing the same moves he used to always do back when he was a baby face, but now it just hits different because the crowd, every move, the crowd just pops. I mean, Roman got the whole world in his hands right now. He can't do any wrong, but he plants Solo with a Uranagi, and he goes for a Superman punch. But Solo catches him, And Solo goes for a Samoan drop, but Roman escapes that, and then he does deliver the Superman punch. Roman goes for the spear, but he catches a kick and a spike by Solo, and Jimmy barely broke this up at 2. Now, I'm not sure he did or did not make it in time from the camera angle, and they don't show the replay again, but I thought it was 3. It almost looked similar to the Priest and Rollins one, where you remember Priest and Rollins way back at Money in the Bank. That might have been the main event, but there wasn't a kick out because music's supposed to be played or anything like that. Roman doesn't kick out here. So if there wasn't a breakup or anything. It's tough to tell. I normally knock a lot of points off for that, but I couldn't tell he got there in time because of the camera angle. But nevertheless, Jimmy super kicks Tama Tonga out of the ring. Fatu comes in. He plants Jimmy with an impeller DDT. Jay super kicks Fatu outside the ring. Then he goes for a suicide dive on the Fatu, but Fatu catches him, then delivers a headbutt. Roman Superman punches Solo again. Tama Tonga distracts the official. He eats the Superman punch for Roman. Tonga Loa tries to sneak attack Roman. He eats the Superman punch. He's giving him out to everybody. Roman sees Fatu on the apron. He goes for a Superman punch, but Fatu catches him and delivers a headbutt. Fatu drills Roman with a spinning flying elbow. Then he scales the top rope to land a top rope moonsault to Roman. Fatu does a suicide dive that takes out both Usos at ringside. So Roman was wrecking havoc. Fatu was wrecking havoc. But now Roman's down after the moonsault. Solo regains his bearings. And Solo strikes Roman with 2 Samoan spikes for the victory. But that wasn't enough. Because after the match, the New Bloodline began to jump Roman and the Usos. They were going for the Shield triple powerbomb. But that's when Jey Uso broke that up just in time. Then Solo positions Jey Uso inside the ring, puts a chair around his neck, and I think they're going for the running hip attack. But that's when Sammy's music hits. Then Sami Zayn begins to walk down to the ring. Now Solo signals for a hug, and he wants Sami to be part of the New Bloodline. So Sami goes in to embrace him, and instead of hugging him, he grabs him, then launches him across the ring with an exploder suplex. The OG Bloodline returns into the ring, and they gain the advantage. Now it's just Solo in the ring here. He's in the center of the ring. All the OG Bloodline members are surrounding him. And Roman goes for a Superman punch. Sami Zayn goes for a haluva kick, but Solo moves out of the way, and Sami Zayn accidentally kicks Roman, and the New Bloodline escape with a W. And this is what I thought was an amazing match. The ending I didn't even see happening. Not the Sami Zayn part and all that, but the Solo getting the win over the OTC. So I thought that was awesome. That adds credibility to Solo. It's the complete right call. It wasn't something I predicted going in, but once I saw the ending, I said that makes perfect sense. Great job, WWE. So this adds credibility to Solo, like I said, and gives the reason for this feud to continue. Because the New Bloodline would have lost. It's like nobody trying to see y'all running back. Nobody cares about y'all. But now we're more invested in the Survivor Series one because we want the OTC and the Old Bloodline to come out on top here. So at Survivor Series, I will go ahead and put on record now. I am predicting The Rock will return. That is what I'm predicting. So I expect this to be the main event. It opened here. I expect for the War Games 5v5 to be the main event. I'm predicting a Rock return. Now, before I give out the rating, let's go and talk about some of the crowd chants. Of course, you got the OTC chants. Of course, you got the yeet during Jay's entrance and all the strikes he hit. We got some Olay chants here. We got Sammy Uso chants. We got We Want Roman chants. We got boos directed at Solo. We might have got some FU solos. I'm not sure exactly. But we got ones to the sky to acknowledge the OTC. So the Saudi Arabia crowd was really good for this match and throughout the event. But for the commentary, we got Solo Sikoa has slayed Roman Reigns. That was said by Michael Cole. And that's really all I got for the commentary. I don't think the commentary was any bad or anything, but I was really focused on the storytelling within this match. I highly invested, so I don't have many notes for that. But for the memorability and the emotional investment, everybody, of course, wants to see Jey Uso and Roman Reigns and the Old Bloodline all become baby faces now. Because when they were all together last time, they were heels. This time, they will all be baby faces. So it's a really unique thing that they're doing here in WWE by turning the heel faction into a face faction without really a hiatus. Normally, they'd be like, maybe they reunited years later and they were legends all inducted into the Hall of Fame. Okay, now everybody cheers for them. But, this has been an ongoing storyline. And it's been so dynamic and evolving. I really love this storyline. So you're always invested with the Bloodline. At least I am. I know some people are bored about it and stuff, but I'm really invested into the storyline. In memorability, Solo adds another victim to his list. He pinned John Cena, Cody Rhodes, and Roman Reigns all within 1 year. So 3 great legends right there in WWE history. Pinned them all. So Solo adds another victim, and I thought this truly was a great match. I'm giving it a 4.45 stars out of 5. Now going on to our next match, which was the women's tag team title match, and it was Damage Control, which is Kairi Sane and Io Sky versus the Meta Girls, Lash Legend, and Jakara Jackson versus Piper Niven and Chelsea Green versus Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, who are the women's tag team champions. So fatal 4-way tag team here. And Io and Bianca start off the match, and they got some of the best chemistry in the women's division. Bianca delivers a vertical styling suplex to Io. Bianca follows that up with her patented springboard moonsault, but Io evades that and delivers a hurricanrana followed by a dropkick. Chelsea Green tags in an unaware Io Sky. Bianca dominates Piper Niven in the corner with 10 punches. Now this is very intriguing here because Bianca was not playing. She gave them the 2 can dine for $10 special, 5 knuckle sandwiches to Chelsea Green, 5 knuckle sandwiches to Piper Niven, all you can eat buffet here. 1 punch to the Green in the corner, 1 punch to Piper Niven at ringside. So very creative offense here. Now Bianca connects with the springboard moonsault to Chelsea Green. This time there's a kick out at 2. Bianca tags in Jade and the 2 toss Chelsea Green into Piper Niven. Jade carries Chelsea Green over to Lash Legend to talk some trash, but Lash tags Jade in to enter the match. Jade tosses Chelsea Green to Lash, who catches Chelsea before slamming her down on the ground. Lash tags in Jakara. Jakara climbs Lash's shoulders and delivers a senton to Chelsea Green's back. This gets a kick out. They continue a little bit more tag team offense. Then Chelsea Green gets knocked into Damage Control's corner, so Kairi Sane makes the tag. Kairi takes out Lash and Jakara with some high-flying moves. Kairi grabs Chelsea and Jakara's hands, then does a springboard arm drag to both of them. Really good creative offense here by Kairi Sane. Kairi spears Jakara, then tags in Io Sky. Kairi and Io go for this tag team super hurricanrana, but Io slips on the rope, so they gotta do an audible here. Io audibles by uppercutting and tossing Jakara off the top rope. Io climbs the top rope and missile drop kicks Jakara across the ring. Now Piper tags in. Piper squashes Io with a crossbody and a power bomb to Kairi Sane. Bianca connects with a top rope blockbuster to Piper. Lash big boost Bianca out of the ring. Then we get the stare down, the trash talker from earlier. So this is hand that before. We get Lash Legend versus Jade Cargill, and these 2 ladies look like giants. You know, it's that Andre the Giant versus Hulk Hogan stare down. It's like, dang, these are some behemoths here. So the 2 powerhouses in the women's division duke it out. They trade strikes in the center of the ring. Jade wins the duel with a big boot. Piper scales the top rope and lands a crossbody that takes out both Jade and Lash. Chelsea Green thinks about a top rope moonsault, but her fear of heights has her climb all the way down to the apron before she goes for this back body coffin drop, whatever. That was so late, like everybody moved out of the way by now. So Piper ends up catching Chelsea. A little bit more comedic stuff from Chelsea Green. She's one of the funniest acts in the business. But Piper catches her, like I said. But Kairi Sane catches both of them with a top rope insane elbow. Then Io Sky hits them again with a top rope over the moonsault elbow while they're all at ringside. Now Jakara Jackson climbs Lash's shoulders again, and she jumps off of Lash's shoulders to take out both teams at ringside. Bianca clotheslines Lash outside the ring. Bianca went spilling over as well, and with all 7 ladies out there, I thought Jade Cargill was going to go in there and do some top rope splash and take them all out, but no, that didn't happen here. Bianca just tossed Chelsea Green back into the ring, and Jade connected with Jada, and I thought that was going to be the end of the match, but no, Damage Control. Get inside the ring, and they end up breaking up the pin at a count of 2. So great job there by Io and Kairi Sane by prolonging the match. Now we get some more fast-paced offense. Io catapults Kairi into the sky, who delivers a tag team insane elbow onto Bianca. Now Jakara climbs the top rope and hits Io with a missile dropkick. Lash Legend positions Kairi into the electric chair, then throws a lob to Jakara, who slams her into a powerbomb. Corey Graves said this is the best move he ever seen. Little embellishment by Corey Graves there, but it's a fire move nevertheless. Piper plants Lash Legend with a Michinoku driver. Chelsea Green hits Jakara with a code breaker. Then Piper followed that up by hitting Jakara with a senton. Chelsea Green tags in Piper Niven. And Piper climbs the top rope, but she jumps off to deliver a splash without looking, and she accidentally delivers it to Chelsea Green, who she did not know was in the danger zone. Jade and Bianca connect with a Doomsday Device finisher for the W. The crowd, we got some This Is Awesome chants. I don't know what else we got here, but Graves said a great quote here for the commentary. You only got a quarter of the ring to work with to maximize your offense. Normally in tag team matches, you got 50% of the ring, you want to cut it in half. And here you do have to cut it in a quarter and stuff. So I know it's kind of obvious and stuff, but you could definitely tell you got near that corner, the tags were happening. So these are tough matches, I feel like, to work as wrestlers. And all 8 of these ladies did a tremendous job here. And so did the referee, because there's a lot of times I didn't know who was the legal person in the match, but the referee was on top of her A game. And Corey Graves definitely didn't know who was the legal person for a lot of these moments at ringside. But nevertheless, thought this was a truly great match. I'm giving it a 4.35 out of 5 stars. Let me know what you guys thought was a better match between these two tag teams, right? The OG Bloodline versus New Bloodline, or this women's tag team match. Because I think move-wise, this is a better match. But the OG Bloodline stuff had a way better build going up to it. So I think the building and the hype and the longevity of that match will outlast this one. But move for move, I actually give the advantage to this match right here. But let's go ahead and move on to our next match, which was Seth Freakin Rollins taking on Big Bronson Reed. Now the build for this is Bronson Reed puts Seth on the shelf for months by delivering a whole bunch of tsunamis. Bronson Reed wanted to make a name for himself at the expense of Seth Rollins. Then about a month ago, Rollins returned and he cost Reed the last Monster Standing match against Braun Strowman. And ever since then, they've been brawling non-stop, 24/7 on Monday Night Raw. Before the show even officially kicks off type stuff, they brawling. After the show, they brawling. During the show, they're brawling. They're fighting. They're probably fighting right now as I'm recording this. But they've been fighting non-stop. And this fight started off before the bell even rang. So Rollins charged Reed during the entrance. Seth and Reed trade strikes down the entrance ramp. Seth throws Reed jacket into his face, then assaults him, while Reed couldn't even see anything. Reed tossed Seth all the way down the ramp. Seth got back into the ring, then connected with a suicide dive. Seth goes for a running kick, but Reed catches him and slams him into the chair at the timekeeper area. Reed Irish whips Seth into the steel steps and rolls him back into the ring. The bell finally rings, and now the match begins officially. Reed climbs the top rope and lands a tsunami. Reed goes for another tsunami, but Seth rolls out of the way and strikes with a curb stomp near fall. I thought when Reed landed that tsunami, I thought the match was already over. I said, oh my goodness, they had this man just squash him. Because there are 7 matches on this card, so I didn't expect for... I expected for one match to be kind of a squash or anything, and I'll get to that one later. Because I was kind of right there, but I didn't know which one it would be. But I was like, oh my goodness, somebody's getting squashed. But nope, Seth escaped, and then Reed kicked out the curb stomp. So Seth lands a super kick and goes for a pedigree. Reed counters that and squashes Seth Rollins by sitting on him. Rollins tries to slam Reed, but Seth wasn't strong enough and gets squashed in the process by Reed. This gets a 2 count. Reed goes for a powerbomb, but Seth counters that into a DDT. Now both are down. Seth goes for a series of clotheslines that stagger Reed. Seth climbs the top rope, but Reed meets him there. Seth bites Reed's fingers and knocks him off the top rope. Seth connects with a frog splash. This gets a near count. Reed delivers a spinning sit-out power slam. This gets a near fall. Reed lands a Death Valley driver. This gets a near fall. Reed places Seth on the top rope and superplexes him through the ring about near. This gets a near fall. Seth says, you should have finished me when you had the chance. Seth smacks Reed, but Reed just drops him. Reed goes for the tsunami, but Seth rolls away again. Reed lands a senton and goes for another tsunami, but Seth rolls to ringside. Now, Reed grabs the steel steps and goes to bash Seth in the head with him. This is the actual finish. Seth strikes low and takes out Reed's knee. This causes Reed to fall head first into the steel steps, and I believe he got cut open on this move. If it wasn't this move, it was the next move. Seth stomps Reed onto the steel steps. He throws Reed back into the ring. He stomps him again. Then he climbs the top rope to deliver a super stomp for the 1-2-3. So it took 3 curb stomps to put down this monster, but the monster stood up shortly after the match was over. So of course you got the crowd chanting along to Seth Rollins' entrance, and that's all I got for the crowd notes here. Now I got some really good commentary notes here. If you want to make waves in the WWE, there's no better way to do it than the tsunami. That's by Corey Graves. And Graves said 2 more fire quotes I got here. Rollins knows every trick in the book. He wrote a few himself. And then, you're not here to fill a spot, you're here to take a spot. So both of those are by Corey Graves. I thought this was a great match. It was good to see Bronson Reed standing up at the end. Now, I am caught up on Monday Night Raw. You're watching this video, you might not be caught up on Monday Night Raw. So I thought Rollins probably could have took the L here, and that could have added to Bronson Reed's credibility. But it's also a tough situation, because I know they want Rollins back in the main title picture. There's potential Rollins versus Punk. So Rollins does kind of have to come out on top at the end of the feud, because Punk and Rollins could definitely be a fire #1 contender match, and the winner goes on to face Gunther at Mania or anything like that. But so I think WWE's in a tough spot, but I think Bronson Reed, him standing up after the L so early, he still does look strong. So Bronson Reed definitely does look like a threat still, and he's one of the biggest risers in WWE. He went from somebody that I thought was underrated and stuff, to now he's an actual force, not to be taken lightly whatsoever. So I thought this was a great match. I'm giving it a 4.20 stars out of 5. Now we're going on to our next one, which is a women's crown jewel match, and that was Nia Jax taking on Liv Morgan. This match starts with Nia just using her power to splash Liv into the corner. Nia tries it again, but Liv evades this, and she targets Nia's knee. Nia goes for a sidewalk slam, but Liv counters that into a DDT. This got a near fall. Liv goes for a running attack, but Nia counters with a pop-up Samoan drop. This got a near fall. Nia drills Liv in the corner with a running hip attack. Nia goes for the spear in the corner, but Liv dodges, and Nia goes shoulder first into the ring post instead. Liv stomps Nia in the corner, but Nia counters and delivers a top rope Samoan drop. This got a near fall. Nia goes for another top rope Samoan drop, but Liv counters into a sunset flip powerbomb. Now both ladies are down, and it is Tiffy time. The music hits, and she runs down to the ring to try to cash in. Nia prevents Tiffany from cashing in. Liv connects with a baseball slide. Nia clocks Liv with an elbow and goes for a pop-up Samoan drop, but Liv counters into a crucifix driver, near fall. Great move here by Liv. Liv followed that up by going for Oblivion, but Nia countered. Liv connects with a top rope code breaker. This gets a near fall. Raquel arrives at ringside and prevents the Tiffany cash-in. Nia knocks them all out at ringside. Nia tosses Liv back into the ring and lands a splash. Nia goes for the Annihilator, but Dirty Dom distracts the referee with the Money in the Bank briefcase. I don't even know why the referee is distracted by this nonsense. Like, bro, what are you doing with the briefcase? Are you going to cash in James Ellsworth style? What's going on here? All right, but Raquel tosses Nia off the top rope, and Liv connects with the Oblivion for the 1-2-3. And I thought this was... See, I thought Nia Jax was going to win. And Liv winning, I think, is okay, because I think Liv needs more credibility. Because the way she's been winning over at Rhea and stuff, and then, Nia losing the interference is okay. But one Oblivion ending the match is really shocking. It really is. But, nevertheless, the champion does not kick out of one Oblivion. She goes down for the count. And the crowd, I don't have anything here for the crowd. I don't have anything here for the commentary. So I can't, maybe I missed some fire lines. If I did, let me know. But I thought this might have been the worst match of the event. I was surprised by the actual finish. Of course, there's going to be interference, but this wasn't like a pleasant surprise like the OG Bloodline match. Like, oh, I didn't think of that. That was great. It was like, it's already over. That's it. So overall, I kind of thought this match was maybe slightly below average. I'm going to give it a 2.35 out of 5 stars. Maybe I'm being too harsh on it. Let me know in the comment section down below. But we're going on to our next match, if you want to call it that. It really was a brawl, and it's between Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. So this build is Kevin Owens and Orton were tag teams. Partners going against the Bloodline. I guess KO feels slighted that they're kind of working with the former Bloodline and stuff to go against the new Bloodline and stuff like that. I don't know what KO's gripe is all about. But Triple H was reluctant to give Randy Orton the match. He said KO's just in a dark state of mind right now. He's unpredictable. He's off the chain. He's on the loose. Whatever. Orton begged for this match to happen. Triple H reluctantly gave it to him. And Triple H advised Randy Orton to watch himself at all times, protect himself at all times. And Orton's doing his typical slow entrance and all that. And what do you know? Kevin Owens attacks him before the bell rings. He does so with a steel chair to Randy's knee. Great job, WWE, with the storytelling there. Now, Orton and Owens trade blows at ringside. Randy pokes Kevin in the eyes and back suplexes him onto the announce table. Randy bashes Kevin's head off the steel steps. Kevin strikes Randy again with a chair, so the referee yanks the chair from Kevin. Kevin hits the referee with a stunner. Randy grabs the chair and assaults Kevin with it. Randy back suplexes Kevin on the announce table again. An official comes in. He yanks the chair from Randy before he gets to use it. So Randy tosses the official into the ring post. Randy plants Kevin with the vintage middle rope DDT. Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis, both general managers for their respective show, come in. They try to de-escalate the situation. Adam Pearce eats an RKO for his trouble. Nick Aldis just got out of the ring. He said, I already know what time you're on, Randy. I'm out of here. Kevin pokes Randy in the eyes, then Irish whips Randy into the ring post. The brawl goes into the crowd. Kevin repeatedly bashes Randy in the head with a suitcase. Kevin scales the railing and delivers an elbow drop to Randy Orton, and they both go crashing through the table, and that is how this brawl ends. I thought it was a really good brawl. For the crowd, we got, of course, they sung during Randy Orton's theme song. We got some F.U. Owen chants. We got some Let's Go Randy chants. And then for the commentary, the worst part about dealing with a psychopath is that you can never explain or convince them that they are psychopaths. That was Graves referencing Kevin Owens. And I thought this was a great brawl. Of course, I'd love to see a match here, but I expected, since they had 7 matches on this card, for one of them to get cut short and end up being this match. So I wasn't sure it's going to be this one or the Bronson Reed match with Seth Rollins, but it was this one. I'm cool with it. And you guys have seen SmackDown, you guys will know that Randy Orton has been ruled out indefinitely. So this feud may continue or get postponed. I don't know what's going to happen. And definitely it could be a short time. It could be a long time. Who knows? But it looks like Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes could be on a collision course at Survivor Series. But like I said, I thought this was a really good brawl. You know, it's tough to grade a match that doesn't have a pinfall and stuff like that. But as a brawl, you know, you got officials getting caught in the crossfire. You got going into the crowd. I love when brawls end away from the ring, right? That's one of my favorite things about brawls. I hate when it kind of ends in the center of the ring. I prefer when it ends away from it. That's what we got here. So I'm going to give it a really good rating of 3.80 stars out of 5. Now we're going on to our next match, which was the U.S. Championship match. And this is Carmelo Hayes versus Andrade versus LA Knight. So it's a triple threat match. LA Knight is our United States champion at the moment. And I won't lie to you, I didn't like the build for this match because Melo and Andrade been going at war with each other for a while now. They had this best of 7 series and it's tied 3-3. And then LA Knight was a special guest referee for the match. And, I mean, the dude just ruins the match. It's like, what the heck is that, bro? I wanted to see who was going to win this Game 7. We don't get to see that. LA Knight intervenes. And it had been okay, LA Knight was the heel, but he's a babyface. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? So, unfortunately, that happened. So, we don't see the outcome of that. But we do get this triple threat match, which could have been match of the night. So, let's go ahead and dive into it. We got LA Knight watching as Andrade and Carmelo started off. They get right back to where they left off in Game 7. They're exchanging strikes to start the match. LA Knight joins in and unleashes a barrage of jabs onto both competitors. Andrade and Carmelo strike with a double super kick that sends LA Knight out of the ring. Carmelo drops Andrade with a springboard clothesline. LA Knight pulls Carmelo outside the ring and begins to dribble his head off the announce table like a basketball. LA Knight drops Andrade with a springboard shoulder block. LA Knight uses the ropes to toss Carmelo onto Andrade. LA Knight delivers a DDT to Carmelo. Andrade breaks it up at 1. Andrade connects with an inverted Spanish fly onto Carmelo. LA Knight breaks it up at 1. Now this might be the spot of the night here. Andrade delivers running double knees to Carmelo in the corner. Then he climbs the top rope, and I think he's finna do a splash to Carmelo. This man does a no-look 360 no-scope top rope moonsault to LA Knight at ringside. I was like, bro, what are you on? The man had Ultra Instinct aimbot locked in. This thing connected flush and beautifully. And like I said, normally wrestlers, you see them look back before they do that move. That man just went and did it. And it was perfect. Now, Carmelo flies over the top rope to take out Andrade. Carmelo climbs the top rope himself and goes for nothing but net. But LA Knight evades it. LA Knight goes for the BFT. But Melo does a handstand to counter. He lands on his hands. So he didn't go face first. Carmelo goes for a running kick, but LA Knight reverses that into another BFT attempt. Carmelo escapes and pushes LA Knight into a spinning back elbow by Andrade. Carmelo connects with a first 48 onto Andrade. Carmelo suplexes Andrade onto LA Knight and goes for a double pin. Kick out at 2. Carmelo goes for a tornado DDT, but Andrade counters and delivers a Canadian Destroyer to Carmelo. Canadian Destroyer is one of my favorite moves to ever see done. So I won't lie, they have recycled a lot of their moves, but you kind of expect it because people got their moves sets they do, their go-to moves and all that. We have seen a lot of these moves done, but every time you see them, they are spectacular. Now, Andrade scales the top rope. He's going for the top rope moonsault. LA Knight rolls out of the way, but Andrade lands the standing moonsault instead. Carmelo breaks this up at 2. So remember, when Andrade misses the top rope moonsault, he usually lands on his feet. Then he does the standing one right after. That got broken up at 2 by Carmelo. Andrade lands the top rope Spanish fly to Carmelo for a near fall. That's one thing I'm talking about with the recycle moves. But I mean, it's cool every time I see it. I think LA Knight was supposed to break this up, but he wasn't there. So this is a kick out. LA Knight climbs the top rope to deliver the Megastar elbow to both superstars. He goes for the double pin. We get double kickouts. I thought that was really cool. LA Knight leaps onto the top rope and delivers an avalanche German suplex to Andrade. Carmelo capitalizes to connect with nothing but net onto LA Knight. This gets a near fall. It was broken up by Andrade. Andrade tries to hit Carmelo with a message from the top rope, but Carmelo escapes. Carmelo goes for a tilt-a-whirl face buster onto Andrade, but LA Knight catches him mid-spin and delivers the BFT for the 1-2-3. Epic finish. Probably the best finish of the night when it comes to hitting a finisher. Without a doubt, I would say that. Very clever and creative here, and I thought this was an amazing match. So I thought the booking could have been better. I won't lie to you. I thought the booking to get here could have been better. It makes sense, though. These 3 men have been revolving around a feud nonstop. So I didn't like the best of 7 ending, but this match itself and the booking, how it got there, you got the stakes and all that. I'm gonna give it an amazing grade. I'm gonna give it a 4.50 stars out of 5. And I almost forgot for the crowd notes. Of course, we got the yeah chants, LA Knight chants. We got some this is awesome chants. All that I agree with. And then for the commentary, if LA Knight keeps that up, Carmelo Hayes is gonna be looking like Dwayne Wade statue. Awesome line there by Corey Graves, and that's talking about with the dribbling of the head on the announce table. That D-Wade statue is an abysmal abomination. But let's go on to our next match, which was the main event, the one you see in the background here, and that is Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, taking on the Ring General, the King General, Gunther. Now, this build, of course, champion versus champions for the first inaugural Crown Jewel Championship. So there are some stakes there, but more importantly, who's the champion? Who's the primary champion? Who's the secondary champion? Right? We're looking at that. Who's the best in the world? Cody Rhodes or Gunther. So we got the 2 best in the business going at it. And this match starts off with traditional chain wrestling. Cody goes for a cross rope, but Gunther reverses that into a sleeper attempt. Cody escapes, and the 2 have a stare down. Gunther goes for a chop, but Cody counters. He goes for the Dusty Special. Before Cody can land the bionic elbow, Gunther delivers a chop that drops Cody. Cody lands a drop-down uppercut in a series of clotheslines that send Gunther outside the ring. Cody catches Gunther with a disaster kick while Gunther's on the apron. Cody goes for a suicide dive, but Gunther catches him, rams him into the apron, chops him in the chest, then scoot slams him onto the ring floor. Give that man the 3-piece special, extra crispy. Gunther and Cody trade strikes, but Gunther gains the advantage after delivering a scoop slam. Cody goes for a scoop slam of his own, but his back gives out, and result, Gunther squashes him. Gunther chops Cody in the back and kicks him in the head. Gunther taunts the crowd, and Cody finally scoop slams Gunther. This gave Cody an opening. Cody connects with a stalling gore buster to Gunther. Gunther recovers and scoop slams Cody. Gunther scales the top rope. Now, you know this wasn't going to end well. But Cody meets him there. And Cody delivers a superplex from the top rope. Both wrestlers are down. Cody lands a scoop power slam to Gunther. Cody's getting fired up. Cody follows that up with a Dusty special, plus the bionic elbow this time. Cody connects with the Cody cutter. Cody goes for a disaster kick, but Gunther catches him and transitions to a Boston Crab submission. Gunther switches to a sleeper hold, but Cody reaches the ropes. Gunther German suplexes Cody, then locks in the sleeper hold again. Cody escapes with a jawbreaker, then delivers a crossroads. Both men are down yet again. Gunther floors Cody with a drop kick, then follows that up with a power bomb, near fall. Gunther chops Cody from pillar to post. Gunther begins to taunt Cody. This fires up Cody even more. Cody wins the exchange of strikes and connects with a crossroads, near fall. Cody goes for a crossroads, but Gunther escapes. Cody goes for a super Cody cutter, the one he had AJ Styles with, but Gunther catches him and locks in the sleeper hold, and I thought this was the end of the match. But the ever so crafty Cody Rhodes rolls through and scores a sneaky 1-2-3 out of nowhere. The ending was a sudden surprise, and I liked it. I liked it a lot because I think it did everything it needed to do. And once again, this is one of those endings I did not expect from WWE. I didn't even think this was going to be a thing. I personally predicted Gunther to win. I thought they'd have the King General just get all the gold this year. Have the World Heavyweight Championship. Have the King of the Ring. Have the Crown Jewel Championship. I thought this man finna need a Brinks truck to bring out all his trophies and accolades. But they had Cody win here. And I think it's a great way to protect both competitors. It's a clean win for Cody, so it's not dirty or anything. But it's one of those wins like, you got me, but it's kind of fluky and lucky, if that makes sense. So it's not like a crossroad pin 1-2-3. I think it still makes Gunther look strong. And both King and Queen of the Ring people lost their matchup this year. So I'm curious to see what happens next year. If they do the same format where King of the Ring go on and Queen of the Ring go on to go to SummerSlam, whatever. Will they win at SummerSlam again? They both won at SummerSlam. And then they do the Crown Jewel Championship again. Will they both lose again? I'm curious to see what exactly happens there. But let's go ahead and dive into the crowd. Of course, we got sing-along during Cody's entrance. We got the Whoa chants. We got the Old Lady chants throughout this match. And they even got the wave going on. Gunther even chimed in on the wave bit as well. The wave is when they get their arm up going around and the whole ring start doing it. So you see the actual wave going on. That actually should be done during the Bronson Reed matches for the Tsunamis. But that's a different story. We got some This Is Austin awesome chants. And we got some Dusty chants. For commentary, this is going to look more like Ivan Drago versus Apollo Creed. And Gunther keeps this up. That's Corey Graves. And then Graves also made a great connection between Bret Hart winning the title against Roddy Piper with the roll up by Cody and stuff. So great callback there by Corey Graves. And I thought this match was amazing as well. I have it slightly better than the U.S. title match. I'm giving it a 4.60 stars out of 5. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. What's the match of the night? And as always, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to see you guys on the next one.